What is up guys, SpeedCar here, bringing you a search and destroy gameplay on the map Lockdown. This is going to be the beginning of my video series Call of Duty 101, which I'm going to start with search and destroy, and in this video I'm going to give you some general tips on how to improve your game. Remember guys, if you are a hardcore gamer or MLG Pro or something, these videos are not for you. This is for average gamers, and this is me trying to help them improve their game and have more fun in Call of Duty. Alright guys, I'm gonna jump right into my overview of what I think search and destroy is. Search and destroy really is the most fun game in Call of Duty right now. It can be very high pressured at times, fast paced, but generally it is the slowest game right now in Call of Duty. And I'm gonna say it is a big chess game right in front of your eyes. It is about you knowing your moves and you anticipating your opponent's moves as well. I'm just gonna jump right into the tips because this is a very short video and I really want to get as many tips in as I can in this video before my next video which is going to be into more detail about other stuff which you'll see soon. And let me just jump right into the tips. So my first tip to your average gamers here is to use a silence weapon. Whatever is your favorite gun, I'm not going to get into the gun selections right now, but whatever your favorite gun is, slap a silencer on it, because you don't want your opponents to know where you are or what area you're in. We need to keep them guessing, and yes, they're going to be anticipating your moves as well, but you cut down the chances when you don't use a silencer. You just get them know, oh well, you're in this area, so now they can cut off all the paths and line of sights and everything into that general area, and now you've given them more percentage of a chance of killing you, and we don't want that. So slap the silencer on your favorite gun and that is going to be fine. That is my first tip. My second tip is going to be for you to pay attention to the mini-map. Yes, that is very important. That radar in the top left hand corner, I think, is going to be your radar. You need to pay attention to that. That is very important. When your other team is not using a silencer, that is when you should be looking over there so you can get a general idea of the area they're in and what they're doing over there, and you can always guess or anticipate, like I said, the line of sight they're looking down on what they're doing, especially if they're on attack maybe or defense. You can always assume what they're doing over there. So pay attention to the minimap, as well as pay attention to where your team is dying. That is very important as well. The little skulls that pop out every time your teammate dies, that is important. It helps you to notify. It notifies you basically where the opponents are, so you can always guess, well, hey, he died there, and if he died with a submachine gun, it means he was pretty close to him. If he died with a sniper rifle, you know, hey, there's quite a possibility he got sniped crossing map down a line of sight or something. My third tip is going to be to move from cover to cover. That is very important. There's a lot of crap on the Modern Warfare 3 maps. The maps are full of junk all over. Just use the cover that they gave you on the maps. Move from cover to cover, and like I said, it's a big chess game, so you should know where you're moving to next. If you're in this area and you want to go to A, or maybe you're going to B on attack, know where you're going. Avoid line of sights where the snipers could possibly kill you, but just know where you're going. That is very important. My fourth tip is me to always play cautiously and alert. But that is basically always expect somebody to be around the corner. That's just it. Search and destroy, you can never guess how your opponents are going to play until you play them. They could sit back in their spawn and wait until you come to them. They could rush the hell out of you and run right into your spawn. You don't know where they could pop up at any time. So always be alert. Always expect somebody around that corner while you're paying attention to my previous tip where you move from cover to cover. Obviously paying attention from time you spawn, move from cover to cover. My next tip is going to be to avoid high traffic areas. That is very important. High traffic areas in the map, you need to know where all the gunplay goes on, whether it is search and destroy or not. Domination or any other game mode, you know where the high traffic areas are. I really will be doing a video going into more detail on this, especially where the high traffic areas. Here you're looking at some gameplay with me on Lockdown, The high traffic area on this map is really the hallway right there. The hallway has most of the traffic, where that room, the art room, and then the other room, both entries into that hallway, that is the high traffic area on this map. So this is where you tend to be cautious of, but you want to avoid them and be cautious of them as well. And my final tip for you is to be aware of the objective. Let's say, for instance, you are the last person alive and it's a 1v1 situation, you're on defense. I wouldn't say for you to go and run around into their spawn, your opponent's spawn, and look for them. I might do it a couple times in this video, but this video was just me having fun and messing around with my team, and yeah, that's not important. What I want you to do is be mindful of the objectives. Objectives are very important. What you need to do is not rush into their spawn when you're the last alive, when you're on defense, because you staying alive basically wins the game. Doesn't make sense you rushing looking for that last person, oh I want the kill. No, doesn't make sense. Stay alive and be careful. You can win the game just like that. That's it for now. I have my 6 tips, my top 6 tips I guess. Thank you for watching this video. I will have another video going into more detail. My next video I think is going to be on class setups, so I will help you with your class setup for search and destroy. And then after that, I'm going to go into high traffic areas, and I'm going to go around all the major maps that people usually pick in search and destroy. Thanks for watching, guys. My next video will be out maybe later this week. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.